Alright, here we go. So I got some Flawanderees here, and I am going to just bait out an Ash to start this match off with terraforming. And so now I got two copies of map, and then I'm just going to make my normal plays. And usually this deck kind of struggles when it comes to decks that can deal with removing your back row because of the way that it plays. But most decks really don't have a way to deal with storm winds, and I'm starting to see a lot of people make decks that have ways of dealing with storm winds ever since this deck's been added into Master Duel. So people are getting more and more creative of ways to deal with this, especially since the ban. And since he wiped my back row, it forced me to go ahead and play the Dreaming Town and activate it. So now I just go for Apex Avian. If he didn't wipe my back row, I would have went for Ryza, and then once he normal summoned, then I would have just popped it back with Ryza. So I go for Miss Valley Apex Avian instead, and then he kaiju's me, and I knew he was playing Numerons because of the Planet Pathfinder. Those are the only people who really run Numerons. So since he negated the effects of my barrier statue, it allowed him to get his Numerons out. So I just go ahead and prosperity right here, and I'm searching for unexplored winds. I could have just searched it um, by simply just getting. Um, I could have just searched it by getting the other Impin. I could have just searched for Impin instead of Ryza right here, but instead I wanted to search for Ryza so I could send his card back, and then I could also send back my Apex Avian. I wanted to send that back to my deck with Ryza so I could use it later. And then I'm just going to bounce Dreaming Town back into my hand. And then I'm just going to attack, 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 attack. And I know that he can't actually summon anything without negating this barrier statue yet again. He had to negate it the first time. And then he sends back my trap card back into my hand. And then he activates Numeron Network, but he can't actually summon because of barrier statue. So I just go ahead and summon out Apex Avian, and then I'm just going to attack and attack for game. GG's, Mr. Numeron.